Hi Tubies, here's Alexandra, and welcome to another video. Well, it has been 3 years now since I bought myself a 3D printer, and well, I had all this time trouble with this printer. Here you can see I had lots of failed prints, like this one here, where it didn't completely print, or it ripped off from the build plate, or all kinds of other problems. And I really hadn't much fun with my 3D printer. But I finally managed to repair him, and yeah, finally I get really good prints. Here are some examples. For example, here we have a futuristic army man with gas mask and laser rifle. I found this here for free on Thingiverse. It's a really neat little miniature. For my taste, the scale of the weapon is a little bit too small, so if you want to make this work, you should increase the size of the arms in your printer, but other than that, it's a neat little file. Then, for example, here we have a bigger scale, legally distinct space bounty hunter. I tried to paint him screen accurate, as close as possible. I had lots of fun painting him. Yeah, and I was scouring the internet for miniatures that I can finally now print and make an army out of, because I've spent so much money on a 3D printer. Back in the day it was 250 euros. Nowadays the Anycubic Photon, the first version of the resin printers from Anycubic, well, nowadays they're around 100 euro, but back in the day it was a little bit more expensive. And yeah, I want to make really nice miniatures, and I scoured the internet and I couldn't find really interesting things to print. Well, obviously there are miniature companies out there that produce all kinds of miniatures, horror miniatures and stuff, and really elaborate character models and such, but that doesn't interest me. I want to be able to print an army, but the army miniatures that are out there normally don't touch me personally. I can't feel the vibe. I have seen some alternative versions from One Page Rule for Necrons, for example. I think they look terrible. Then Tyranids and Imperial Guard and what have you, and of course Space Marines and such, but all those miniatures look terrible. I personally hate them. But I found a company and the miniatures from them are awesome. If you are a Warhammer Fantasy addict like me, not Age of Sigmar, specifically Fantasy, then you should check out Highlands Miniatures on my mini factory, and of course their Patreon page. And here you can see a miniature of those. I scaled him up to 72 millimeter scale. I want to paint him really nicely, but they have a range of really nice medieval knights, aka Bretonnians. They have Imperium, they have Undead, they have Barbarians, and all kinds of really cool stuff, Ogres, and you should really check them out if you love Warhammer Fantasy, and if you want to make an army. I've bought me, for example, this miniature here now, and one regiment of Bretonnian Knights. Well, they are called Grail Knights. Right now they are in my printer for the first miniature. In about 5 hours the print will be done, and well, I plan to do a painting tutorial for this knight, and yeah, I think these miniatures from them, they really hit the spot on the proportions of the miniatures and the weapons. The art style from them is absolutely great, and the horses, I love the horses of them. They are so lifelike, and the harnesses for the horses are so cool looking. Not this old style where you have this embossed shield on the harness itself that looked terrible. No, just floating fabric on the horse, and the details are... in a few days I will show you a video, a painting tutorial about the Bretonnian Knight that I'm printing right now. But for this very moment, go check them out. Seriously. They also offer on their Patreon page a pledge where you can have a commercial license to print their stuff and sell them. So if you don't have a printer, then you should check out eBay. There are probably several independent 3D printer owners out there who are printing their stuff. So if you are interested, there's a highly chance that you can find stuff from Highlands Miniatures. So go check them out, and well, I'll be painting some knights. Also, on a little side note, for those of you that are interested in little painting competitions, on my Discord I'm running this month's painting competition, and obviously the theme for this month is knights. So if you have a knight model laying around waiting for some paint, come jump on into my Discord and well, participate in this month's painting challenge. Well, there are no prizes this month, but yeah, have a challenge. Challenge yourself in painting. Yeah, so much for me for now, and well, we see us in the next video. Your Alexandra.